This function right here is a rational function. So to take the derivative, the rule that you would use is the quotient rule. But what I'm going to do here is instead of using the quotient rule, I'm going to take the denominator and rewrite it as a negative power. So I can rewrite this as 2x minus 1 to the negative 2 power. And when I do that, I'm going to turn this equation into one that does not have a denominator, so it's not a fraction. Instead, this is the same thing as 4 times 2x minus 1 to the negative 2 power. And by doing this, instead of using the quotient rule, I'm going to use the chain rule. You don't have to do this. If you want to just use the quotient rule and leave the equation as is, then you can just use the quotient rule and you'll see you'll get the same answer. All right, I'm going to continue here by using the chain rule. So the chain rule says that we have to take the derivative of the outside function, which is what I'm tracing in red. And then once I take the derivative of the outside function, I'm going to then multiply it by the derivative of the inside function, which is what I just highlighted in blue. So let's go ahead and take the derivative of the outside function. So that would be 4 times negative 2, and then raised to the 2 minus 1. Okay, and then now I'm going to multiply that times the derivative of the inside. So I need to take the derivative of 2x minus 1. The derivative of 2x is just 2, and the derivative of minus 1 is 0. So let's clean this up. F prime of x is equal to 4 times negative 2. We get negative 8 times 2x minus 1, and then negative 2 minus 1, we get negative 3. Okay, and then times 2. And I'm going to go ahead and multiply this negative 8 and positive 2. So here I get negative 16 times 2x minus 1 to the negative third power. And then here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now rewrite my final answer so I don't have that negative power. So the derivative of this function will be negative 16 times 1 over 2x minus 1 to the positive 3 power. And again, that 16, you can think of it as a fraction by writing it over 1. And then now all I'm going to do is multiply the numerators together, multiply the denominators together, and there is my final answer.